outsmart any woman who is playing game. If you notice they are playing game, just apply these 4 things I'm going to mention in this video. Once you apply it, either she lives on her own or she will adjust by herself without you really doing anything or saying anything to her. Number 1 way to do it, this is spell solution. The goal is for you to always stay in a healthy relationship and a healthy marriage. Number 1 way to do it is, first of all, recognize the signs. Because for a woman to play game with you, she has thought of it truly. One of the reasons why women play games is they really want to guard themselves. Most times they want you to chase without them chasing. They want you to get too desperate. And most times they want to prove hard to get. So whatever reason why she's playing this game, recognize that at least she's playing games first, so that you don't over chase her or you don't overdo what you're supposed to do. Most times you get too desperate, you get too insecure. This is where they want you to get to those level. And each time you get to this level, this relationship is already toxic. Whether they are doing it to safeguard themselves, because each time they win you, each time you play along with them, these women, they will always take advantage of you. They start taking control over that relationship. So first thing you do is at least recognize that this thing is game. Most time you see them, this is where the first day they are calling, they are testing, the next thing you see them, they start pulling away. They push, they call it push and pull. They push, then they pull back, they withdraw back, because they want you to chase, because they want you to be desperate, because they want to see how much in love you are with them. So that the moment you keep pushing, you're already in that trap. You're falling for them, and you're falling inside this trap. Immediately you fall inside this trap, this is where they start taking you for granted. They start doing anything with you. They start toiling with your emotions. They start making you feel. This is where you see they give you all the silent treatment. They start doing things on a normal day they don't even want to do to you, because you fell into their trap. Whichever reason why women play this game, do not be part of it. At least recognize that she's playing game. Now, when you recognize that she's playing game, always try to call her attention. Babe, I wouldn't like it when you do this, when you do that, when you do this. Don't overstress it. Just go straight to the point. I wouldn't like it when you do this kind of things. I'm not part of this. This is not me. This is not what I like. So if you want to continue with this, then I am not part of it. So when you call her attention to it and she did not stop, you remove yourself. Then the second thing you should do is do not take part in the bait. Most times you want to match the same energy. This is where you say you want to tell her, I want to show her that she can't do this with me. She can't do that with me. Most times you want to call her to insult her. You see some guys, they will say, everything I've ever given you, give it back to me. Do not involve in it. If you match it, if you follow her, the same thing she's doing, you want to do the same thing. Now, how do you treat this kind of women? Most times, this is where if you've called her attention and she did not really give you attention, don't do it as if you're keeping malice. You don't want anything. Yet you know you want something to do with her, but you're doing it as if she did not call me, so I won't call her. Don't focus on her. This is the time you since you've communicated to her, she's not really budging. Maybe you call her 1 or 2 and the thing continues. The only thing is, focus now on your own life. Do not remember her. This is when you don't think about her. Your life do not revolve around her. Go out more. The more a woman see how happy you are without her, she's interested in your life. She wants to be part of it. This is where you see her start crawling back like a snail. You see her start crawling back. It is now you that will tell her whether you want her or you don't want her. You go do small shakara even if you take her. But then, this is where you now communicate concisely. You communicate to her that, oh, this girl, if she's coming back now, this is where you tell her, no, this one you're doing now, me and you will not do this. This is not the kind of person I am. I don't like games. I don't like women who play games. I have too much things to think about, to do, than staying with a woman who play games. If this is what you want to be doing, then there is no point you coming back to me. There's no point staying with you. That's if she start coming. If she's communicating now with you, because most times they are playing this game. Each time they communicate, because you're really expecting their calls, you take the call, you act as if everything is normal. Do not forget to call her attention to it. Do not forget to tell her that you're not comfortable with this. And if you're telling her, do not act emotional. Most times, if you're telling her, that is where you say, but you know I've missed you so much, you know I don't like this. Do not act emotional. Let your words be firm and with authority. Let her know that this thing, yes, it hurt you, but then your words should be, either you're staying or you're leaving. I don't really care if you leave, but if you stay, it's fine if that's what you want. But for me, I really do not care. Whether you leave or you don't stay, just make up your mind on the thing, on what you want. So that if you're staying, if you do this again, it's something I'm not going to take. Then you set your boundary. What are the things you don't want? This is where you bring it up. See, this is what I want. This is what I don't want. This is what I want you to be doing. This is what I don't want to be doing. Anything you know that you've even ignored in the first place, this is where to bring it up. To tell her she must never do it. That is, if she's coming back to this relationship, you must never do this. I will never take it. See, if I really want to be in a relationship with a woman, I will be a woman. I will be a man who will never take any nonsense. In as much as I know I have good intentions for you, you must be willing to show me you have good intentions for me too. So if you know that this relationship is something you don't want to be with, you don't want to be in, there's no point being in it. Then after all this, she repeats it again. There's no second chance. Let her go. Let her go. This is the best way to really handle her. Because if you don't let her go, she feels as she's coming back, you're accepting her. With time, you get used to it. You keep taking it. Each time she comes back, you just talk, and that is it. Everyone will go. The next time she tries it again, tell her that, oh babe, I've seen that this is the kind of person you are. I've seen that you're not the kind of person for me, because I am not cut out for this game. You see this game you're playing, I know about it, but I don't want to play it. I don't want it. My life is too stressed. I have too much stress than to come and start thinking of a woman or focusing my life on a woman. So if you're not interested, it just shows you're not interested. Just go. Let everything end. Just let her go. Have your peace of mind. Now, when you let her go, she will now regret what she is doing to you. She will now feel, oh, I've lost this guy. And yes, someone else who will really come to treat you right, who will not really play games with you, will come. Many women feels when they're in a relationship with you, they're doing you a favor. So they need to play all these games, hard to get. Most times, they want you to be their money spender. So they need to play that hard to get in order to get your pocket, to dance to their tone, to get you to dance to their tone. Most times, that is where they end up toiling with your emotions. They give you roller coaster of emotions that you can't really handle. Most times you start crying, most times you start begging, most times you even lose yourself. You don't know what you're doing in your job, you're not focused, because they really want you to chase them, to get their spirit, and you're falling for it. So this is the best way to really handle a woman who is really playing games with your heart. If she doesn't call you, she doesn't text you, and she's there today, she's not there tomorrow, you call her, she's not picking, most times they will even ghost you for no reason. This is the best way to handle them. Have you done this? If you've not done this, apply it. It works like magic. And if it doesn't work, she continue doing it, the best thing is just let her go. Now she lose. Guess what? Another woman who will accept you will come. This is Bell Solution. Do not forget to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Whenever I post, you'll be the very first person to say it. Follow my page for more videos like this. Share this video.